My name's Helen Tuxworth. I'm the team leader for the registered nurses for Southern New South Wales ACT. Telehealth is a service provided by Integrated Living through the federal government Commonwealth Home Support Program. Each program looks at an individual's needs and requirements. So we work with the person, their family, carer, certainly their GP, any specialists that are involved. And it's really about what are we trying to achieve? So what are our health goals? As soon as a person has completed taking their readings and they press send to the clinic, that comes automatically back on within the system that the registered nurse is triaging. When I go into the program in the morning, I look for those red lights amongst the people that I'm monitoring, and I would respond to them first.
The sons know that we are looked after.
Yeah, they can't be with us all the time. And they know that somebody's looking after us.
So when we're working with people and when we set the telehealth system up, we certainly talk about, in our documentation, emergency response, because we're not an emergency response system. And so we want to know if that person becomes really unwell and it is an emergency, what they need to do. The relationship with me is one of, I would be very clear about what I will provide to them as well. Understanding what the person needs, they're very clear about what our service can deliver. So their understanding about our telehealth service is clear.
You only have to ring her and she responds straight away.
Because Peter needed some testing strips.
Yeah.
She was here actually the following day, and I was happy to pay for them. She said, no, they're rather expensive. We'll cover the cost. So that was very helpful.
I was working with a gentleman who had some mental health issues. He was a diabetic, he lived alone. He was really quite isolated. One of the best things that came out for me and for this person was that he started understanding what was happening to his body. So if he decided not to eat and his blood sugar was very low, that's why he felt quite faint, not very well. It wasn't because of his mental health condition. So he was able to differentiate between his physical condition and his mental health, and that gave him some real empowerment to change what he did.
You keep a check on yourself all the time, and if something goes wrong, you know that you can go to somebody that looks after you straight away. I know I can go to the doctor, that's not the point. But this is
Convenient at home.
convenient at home, yeah.
It gives you peace in mind, and I like it that it encourages him when he sees that his reading is a little bit on the high side, like the glucose 10
But
or
he starves
11
himself to death.
or 12. That he won't take that extra bit of chocolate the night before because he wants to get that number down.
Call us today on 1300 782 896 to find out more information.